What if I tell you that there was a time businesses believed that they owe society no responsibility, that their only responsibility is to make profits for their shareholders in their best interest, and they had, so long as they are legal and ethical. By legal and ethical, they mean being morally upright in society. My name is Sajida. Come with me to critically evaluate the evolution of business ethics from shareholder theory to stakeholder primacy and now to present day corporate social responsibility.
The way businesses think about their responsibilities has changed a lot over the years.
The evolution of business ethics from shareholder primacy to stakeholder theory and then finally to corporate social responsibility. The progression of business ethics from Friedman's view, that is the shareholder primacy, to stakeholders' theory, and finally to corporate social responsibility, a transformative shift in how businesses progress over time. Before we talk about Milton Friedman's theory, that's the shareholders' primacy, so basically, shareholders were mainly investors in the business that elect board of directors who also elect corporate officers, or should I say appoint corporate officers to act in the best interests of the shareholders. According to Friedman, these workers, be it the corporate officers, be it employees, or whoever is managing the businesses on behalf of these shareholders, have to act in the best interests of the shareholders. And the primary goal of the shareholder was to make profit. The primary goal of businesses was to make profit. Businesses had no other social regulations so long as they are ethical. By ethical, he means conforming to rules and societal norms. He was basically focused on capitalism and making profit and nothing about the society or the environment. Let's look at some portions of Friedman's essay. A portion of Friedman's essay said, in fact, they are or would be if they or anyone else took them seriously, preaching pure and unadulterated socialism. Businessmen who talk this way are unwitting pupils of intellectual forces that have been undermining the basis of free society these past decades. The discussions of social responsibilities of businesses are notable for their analytical looseness and lack of rigor. All right, from the essay of Friedman, we can see that he was purely a capitalist and had no, should I say, no regard for socialism. He wasn't a socialist person and he didn't care about socialism. And other people who were concerned about socialism, he just called them pupils. Fast forward, businesses moved from Friedman's view. A lot of criticisms were made against his essay, and a lot of critics were made about his approach to business ethics. And there came the stakeholder theory.
Employees, customers, suppliers, local communities, and the environment.
The stakeholder theory argued that businesses should engage, involve all employees, suppliers, stakeholders, government, and mention all other individual bodies, but failed to involve the environment. However, that was an advanced development from Friedman's theory. That was, let's say, a good positive development as employees were involved and all other stakeholders were involved. Society needs business and business needs society. So there is no way these two can function without each other. So involving the people that are involved actually in the business, taking them into consideration, their interests, their needs, their development, and a whole lot makes a positive impact. Before we move to corporate social responsibility, I would like to mention a company, Unilever. Unilever has set 10-year sustainable development goals. And regardless that they are putting corporate social responsibility first in their business, they are growing rapidly across the world. Unilever have Unilever have shown keen interest in corporate social responsibility by reducing some of their unethical ways of using products and on production. They have considered their employees. They have also considered the kind of products they make and how ethical they can be. Let's see what is corporate social responsibility. In my own words, corporate social responsibility is the obligation to make decisions, is the obligation put on businesses to make decisions that favor society and they as a business. Looking at corporate social responsibility, we will see that it's a fair term, it's a fair ideology, it's a fair theory that favors both businesses and the environment, not just the environment, its surroundings, and everybody around the business. Taking Unilever as a case study, Unilever has positively augmented their product according to Crane et al. 2001, where ethical products attract more consumers and unethical approaches detach customers from a business and brand reputation in general. Let's see the challenges that corporate social responsibilities will pose to business. For the environment, that's a positive challenge. Should I say challenge? That's a positive growth because greenhouse effect and global warming is fast rising. Though its implementation may cause businesses some challenges. Challenges like other costs involved. Let's say a business was not considering corporate social responsibility and now they have to put extra effort, not only in their human resource, but also financially to protect the environment, protect their employees, take into account every single person because, like I said earlier, business needs society and society needs business. Another challenge that businesses may face in implementing corporate social responsibility is teaching their employees how to unlearn what they already know to relearn. The shareholder primacy theory have reigned for long, but then the introduction of corporate social responsibility is slowly wearing away this because every single person is either an employee or an employer or in somehow in some corporations. And we can tell that any unethical thing affects almost everybody in the corporation. Let's say employees are treated badly if you're not an employee but an employer, but it's going to affect productivity of your company because employees that are treated badly are not going to perform like employees that are treated well. Also, if you are an employee and you are not treated well, that is against your will, you are unhappily doing a job that you don't like, or unhappily doing something you don't like, that is still against corporate social responsibility. Taking the environment into consideration, there's a lot of greenhouse gases happening. And if care is not taken, the present generation will deplete the environment before the future generation. So let's see Crane's view on business ethics and ethical products. Building on Crane's view, brands like The Body Shop, who oppose animal testing and using sustainable ingredients for producing their goods, are maintained, while brands like Coca-Cola, based on health challenges, may be boycotted. Consumers are now very conscious of what they buy with their money. They read labels to see ethical products and they are becoming more inclined to ethical products than brands that are not ethical. The advantages to brands that are ethical is that this is a corporate strategy, as consumers are now becoming more aware of corporate social responsibility and purchasing more ethical brands than while boycotting brands that are not ethical. So it's a push to companies to stand up for the environment, to stand up for stakeholders, to stand up for society, not just based on making profits only. Also, there have been increased responsibilities. The society expects businesses to be more responsible, and organizations are pressured to be responsible. Everybody is competing in the corporate social world now. Corporate social responsibility is now a widely discussed topic in the business world, which is great. From the Global Atlas of Environmental Justice, Coca-Cola was in India some time back and their water management process was poor. So India boycotted Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola had to re-strategize to meet the needs of the people and also to make profit. Their initial strategy to make only profit damaged their reputation. This case study of India and Coca-Cola from the Atlases reinforces the need for corporate social responsibility for any business that aims to be sustainable and thrive over time. I've come to the end of this presentation, and I like to put the disclaimer that some images from this presentation are generated using ChatGPT. The logo of Unilever is gotten from Unilever's website. Apart from that, all other work are mine, and I did this work solely on research basis, reading Crane's article, reading Bacon's article, reading Rose's article, and a lot more from the library website. Thank you very much for listening. Please see in the next slide all the sources that I have used. Thank you. Bye.